We cashed out tonight for 6x. Oh my gosh, man. We have been red hot in the NBA. Bang, bang, bang. Cashes out. Look at that. Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, and Zion Williams. All three get the job done. Zach LaVine did not play tonight, so that pick is voided. So we cash out for 6x on PrizePicks. Man, I am absolutely hyped. We've been so close. We've been red hot in the NBA right now. That puts us at 19-6 in my last 25 plays, right? Yeah, 19-6 in my last 25 plays. We have been absolutely on fire. We also cashed out for a 4-man last week in the NBA, like 5 or 6 days ago. So I have my finger on the pulse in the NBA, guys. So if you want tonight's picks, please sure to stay tuned. Please like, comment, subscribe if you do enjoy these videos, man. I'm on a absolute hot streak right now. I cashed out 2 weeks ago in the NFL playoffs as well. We are red hot. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, watch this video. All right. Before we get into tonight's picks, guys, if you're not taking your picks already on Novig, what are you guys doing? You guys need to get on Novig now. It's a new great platform that I've been starting to take picks on here and there. You guys can use my code TEACH10 to sign up to Novig. You will get a 50% deposit match up to $25 max for free. So when you deposit $25, you get $50 in cash to use. All right? So go get on Novig, brand new up-and-coming platform to bet on sports. I always like trying out new platforms. Glad to partner with Novig, so get on there. Now, if you're not on Novig, you guys can hop on over to Chalkboard. All right? Chalkboard is giving you guys a free pick and a 100% deposit match for new users that sign up using my code TEACH10. All right. Also, Chalkboard is handing out, they do like daily drops where they give you these free packs of like profit boost. It's really cool. They come in like cards that you open. Nice cool animation they have going on. They're giving out like 50% profit boost, like they're candy, honestly. So go get on over to Chalkboard. That's some really great value. All right. Now, man, we're red hot. Let's get into tonight's picks. All right, I have my 4 favorite NBA plays for you this Wednesday. All right, starting us off for the night this Wednesday. Let's get down to these picks, shall we? We have, let me zoom in a little bit more. Nikola Vucevic over 21.5 points and assists. All right. Vucevic has gone over this 21.5 line in 7 of his last 10 games with a little 40 bomb dropped in there. But pretty other than that one outlier and one game where he only had 13 combined, pretty steady around 23 points. You can see over the last 10 averaging 22.9, so right around there. Okay, and actually has gone over this line in 6 of his last 7 games. You condense that down. He's averaging 24 points and assists combined over those last 7 games. So, been playing very well as of recently, not just last 10, but even condensing that down smaller, even more recently as well. Bulls are going up against the Pacers in this matchup tonight, and the Pacers do not defend well in terms of points allowed, are very good in terms of assists allowed. So they defend passing very well, but they don't defend the shot very well. 24th in the league for points allowed, close to giving up almost 120 points per game, so not good at all. And against the center position for Vucevic, we got a very favorable matchup. 24th in the league in points allowed is the Pacers, giving up over 20 points per game to this position. So that right there puts us in great shape. Then you tack on being 18th in the league in assists allowed, sprinkle a few assists in. Vucevic seems to be doing a very good job getting at least like 4 assists per game as of recently, right? 4 there, 5 here, 5 there, 5, 6, 4, a few here, 6 and 5. So we get like 4 or 5 assists right there. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Paired with like 18, 19 points. If we can get 20 points, we are golden. So love that right there. We're going to definitely need a few of the assists from Vucevic to help out. Shooting 53% from the field on almost 15 attempts per game. So very good there. Maybe we get sprinkled in a 3 occasionally. Looks like he's made 1 3 in each of his last 7 games and 9 of his last 10. So only 1 game where he missed all of his 3-point attempts. So we sprinkle in a 3-pointer in there as well. That'll be huge for us. Maybe we can get 2. Maybe we get 2 and get lucky. But that's what I'm going with. Nikola Vucevic over 21.5 points and assists. Heading into pick number 2, we're going with Sam Hauser over 10.5 points. Bit of an odd one, but he's gone over this points line in 7 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging 15.1 points over his last 10 games. You can see he had a 5-game stretch where he hit all in a row, missed one, and then hit in his last game against the Trailblazers. All right. In this matchup for the Celtics against the Atlanta Hawks are 25th in the league in points allowed, so right there with the Pacers of how bad they are in terms of giving up points. At the power forward position, a little bit better, still slightly below middle of the pack in the NBA, giving up 22 points per game to this position, so still a great matchup for us in this spot. Also, what I really love about this play, not only has he gone over in 4 of his last 5 games versus bottom 10 defense for points allowed, right? So that's huge. He's averaging 16.6 points per game in those games, so well over this points line where it's set at. But scroll down here to his shooting. Right, shooting 51% from the field on a little over 10 attempts. Very good. Playing about 30 minutes per game, right? 39 minutes in an overtime game against the Nets a few days ago. And then almost pretty much 30 minutes in his last game against the Trailblazers. Right, shooting 51% from the field. He's shooting 48% from 3. We all know Sam Hauser's, this is his specialty, right? But look how good he has been. 3 in his last game, 2 the game before that, 5 made, 4 made, 10 threes made on 21 3-point attempts. Yeah, absolutely insane. 3, 2, 5, and 2. He's made at least 2 3-pointers in his last 10 games straight. So, obviously there are no guarantees in sports betting in general. There are always ups and downs. But I can almost say 99% positively we are going to get at least 2 3-point attempts made in this game. So you can knock that down for already 6 points right there, right? And he's had some games where he's gone for 3 or 4. If we get 4, we hit over the line. If he just hits 4 threes, we're golden. So it looks like if based on his averages, we're getting 4 threes per game. So that's 12 points, and then we're getting maybe another bucket per game with the field goals. So that's 14 points per game. Puts us right about that 15-point average over the last 10. This feels like a no-brainer, right? As long as he just doesn't go ice cold from 3, we're golden on this pick. All right. Now, before we get into the next 2 picks and my favorite play of the day, guys, if you are not signed up to my Winible store, please go ahead and sign up. It is absolutely totally free. Yes, I do have paid VIP options for weekly and monthly access, but you guys do not need to pay. Just sign up for free. You will get my best free play every single day before the YouTube video comes out. So before I'm making this video, this play is already posted on there. You will get notified when I post. I will also post the link to the YouTube video in Winible when it goes live, so that way you guys get notified and you guys can see when I'm active. I will also post when I win slips as well, like I did this night. I posted that before I posted my new play for Wednesday. So get on Winible. The link will be in the description down below, so you can go find that there. It's totally, absolutely free, and you just get notifications of when I'm posting picks. All right, so get on there. Go to Winible. It's absolutely free. Now, third play, my favorite play of the night. It's Brandon Miller over 26.5 points and rebounds combined. He's gone over this line in 6 of his last 10, but really when you condense it down, it's 6 of his last 7 games where he's just absolutely been very consistent and had two of his best games as of recent, going for 21 and 11, a double-double against the Wizards, and then a 30-point game with 8 rebounds against the 76ers in a game where they just absolutely gut punched the 76ers, right? And now they're going up against the Grizzlies, so another favorable matchup for the Charlotte Hornets. And the Memphis Grizzlies are 19th in the league in points allowed and 20th in the league in rebounds allowed, so that puts them right on the cusp of like the bottom of the second tier to like top of the third tier in the NBA, so not that great, honestly. And when you look at the matchup against a small forward position for Brandon Miller, much more favorable. 22nd in the league in points allowed, giving up over 22 points per game to this position, and the worst team in the league in rebounds allowed to small forwards, giving up 8 rebounds per game. That is huge. We are going to need these rebounds to get over this line, or maybe not. Maybe we get another 30-piece, but on the season, Brandon Miller's only hit this 43% of the time, right? I'll be transparent. Hasn't been great on this all season, but look how he's sort of improved from beginning on. Look how much red there is in the beginning of the season, as to now you get to kind of like the midway point of where the season's at right now, based on how many games they've already played. And look how much more green you see in the second half. And look, it's these last 7 games where he's just really turned it up a notch, right? Getting a little bit more minutes. Honestly, not even really getting more minutes. Kind of, actually, slightly less. He's still more with less minutes. That's even more impressive, right? So absolutely incredible. Shooting 50% from the field on 15 attempts per game. That's very good. 40% from 3 on a little over 7 attempts per game. So if we get 2 threes, right? He just came off a game where he made 6 threes on 8 attempts. So an absolutely incredible shooting night. Shooting pretty well from 3 over his last 5 or 6 games. A couple games not so hot, but the shot attempts are there from 3. I will say I like that. 3 from 11 here, that tells me, okay, yes, he only made 3 for 11, not great percentage-wise, but he's still taking the shots, right? Double-digit attempts here, 9 attempts, 7 attempts, 4 attempts, 8 attempts. He's not afraid to keep shooting, even if he's not necessarily having the best night. If the shot's there, he's going to take it. Gets to the free throw line occasionally, too, so we get sprinkle in a couple free throws there as well. That'll be absolutely huge, all right? But I love this Smart Invest play of the day, all right? Brandon Miller over 26.5 points and rebounds. Now, for my final play of the night for this Wednesday, it's GG Jackson over 8.5 points. I know, a bit of a weird one. Who's betting on GG Jackson? Well, I guess I am. So, 8.5 points. He's gone over this line in 7 of his last 10 games, averaging 10.5 points over his last 10 as well. Hitting his last 3 games, 4 of his last 5. So, I'd like to see that. A couple double digits sprinkled in here as well. 18-point game in there, 15 and 14 in back-to-back games in his last 2 games. So we love to see that. In this matchup against the Hornets, so on the other side of the Brandon Miller pick, we have GG Jackson. The Charlotte Hornets are 12th in the league in points allowed, giving up 115 points per game on average. All right, and we look at the power forward matchup for GG Jackson. The Charlotte Hornets are the worst against power forwards in terms of points allowed. They're dead last in the league. They give up over 25 points per game to this position. Now, you might be saying, well, GG Jackson's not the starter, blah, blah, blah. Yes, he only plays 21 minutes a game. Fine. But look at the last 5 games. All right, 22 minutes, then drops down to 18 minutes, 21 minutes, 22.5 minutes, 27 minutes in his last game. So getting a little bit more playing time for the last few games. If we can stay within that 23 to 24 minute range, that would be absolutely huge. The extra minute or 2, he can get on the floor, another shot attempt, another shot attempt. Maybe he gets fouled, goes to the free throw line. Doesn't really take many free throws per game, but any extra time on the floor can help us out hugely. Shooting 49% from the field on 8 attempts, 33% from 3, so nothing crazy. But if we get 1 3-pointer, and we get 4 other made baskets, we're chilling. So, especially against the worst team in the league at this position and allowing points, I love for GG Jackson in the spot to go over. So that's my favorite, or not my favorite, but my last play of the night. As you see here, he succeeded this in 4 of his last 5 games, where he's averaging over 11 points per game. So we like that little bit of a cushion with the 8.5 in a very favorable match. I'm not sure why this line is as low. I would expect 9.5, but I don't know. We'll take the value where we can. That's why we dig into these stats and why I take my time with these picks for you all. So, to round us out, let's review the 4 picks of the night. We have Nikola Vucevic over 21.5 points and assists. Sam Hauser over 10.5 points. My favorite play of the night, Brandon Miller over 26.5 points and rebounds. GG Jackson over 8.5 points. Those are the 4 plays for this NBA Wednesday. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do enjoy putting these videos out. We cashed out twice in the NBA in the last week. We cashed out in the NFL the week before that as well. I'm having a ton of fun putting out these videos for you all. Lastly, if you guys are not on the Pikkit app yet, you guys need to sign up. Pikkit puts all of your sports books combined into one app so you can see your combined record, all of your balances in one spot, so you're not juggling between all of your sports apps to see how you're doing. All right, Pikkit will do all of that for you, and they're paying new users to sign up to their website, right, or download their app. No catch at all, no subscription service you got to sign up for. You're going to get either $3 or $100 deposited directly to your Venmo or PayPal. All you have to do is download the Pikkit app, use my promo code TEACH10, and Signup Sportsbook that has at least 10 or more bets placed on it, so you guys can track how you're doing and not just throwing out random plays left and right and keep depositing into your account. All right. Bet responsibly, right? There are ups and downs. Track your picks, how you're doing, all right? Make a little competition with yourself. See how much better you can improve. All right, that's all I have for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. We cashed out again. We are red hot, and I will see you all tomorrow for NBA Thursday picks.